if you're a client of Major's, we've made a piece of furniture for you. To us, you're a client for a lifetime. So you can always come back to us whenever you need to and tell us, I've had my chair for maybe a number of years now and it's looking a little dull. We'll come out, we'll polish it, we'll reapply color if we need to. In some instances, we can change the entire color without actually interfering with the leather because we only use top grade animal skin here. So unless you've deliberately damaged the leather yourself, there should be no reason why you need to change your leather. We can just refurbish it and restore it. And that's part of our lifetime guarantee. Today we have been doing some leather colouring. In fact, this entire week we've been colouring leather, haven't we? We've been colouring leather this entire week. I've had to get stuck in myself because it's just one of those things that I do quite often in the factory. That's your phone, Sean. Yes. So yeah, we've been doing some colouring work for some clients, both old and new products. So when I say colouring, you usually sort of see me with my spray gun sort of going in there and doing finishes of leathers. We actually colour our own leather at Major's. So this particular client, I think their leather was sort of aged, was a number of years old. And it was cream leather and she wanted it in a grey tone. So it wasn't a drastic colour change, but it was a colour change nonetheless. So I did that this week. Got some footage of that. I'm sure we'll plug it in to this vlog for you guys. Guys, I have to say, just try to ignore the noise in the background because my guys are working and I can't stop them working. This is the busiest time of the year for us. So irrespective of what I'm doing on camera, they need to work. So I kind of just let them get on with that. So excuse the noise. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Yeah, so back to colouring. So we've been colouring leather all week. I was doing what was a modern piece of leather, which was a pigment leather. And then I also coloured what is a aniline leather, which is two very different types of leathers and two very different colouring techniques that I use, or we use at Major's. So the second one that I was doing was a dye. So the aniline leather, I tend to dye that one by hand, and you'll see footage of me sort of working on that. And to be honest with you, the aniline leather is actually my favourite type of leather to work with. I'm not a fan of pigment leather. Pigment leather is the leather that we pretty much use. We use paint. When I say pigment leather, it's basically been painted leather. It's the one you pretty much see in the vast market. Many people use pigment leather, whether it's animal skin or sort of semi-skins or what we call faux leathers. But pigment leather is the most vastly used leather. Aniline leather is a bit more luxury. It's a bit more high maintenance. It's a bit more delicate because we're using dyes. It's almost like I think, and so the best way I can describe it is aniline leather is the leather that's most closest to your skin. So imagine when you shower and you sort of cream yourself in the morning and you rub the lotion on your skin, you see the lotion kind of is absorbed by the skin. That is aniline leather because the pores are open. It can absorb whatever you put on the surface of it. Pigment leather doesn't absorb anything. Pigment leather pretty much, it's almost like if I was to wear a plastic glove, if I poured paint or if I poured any sort of substances on that glove, it doesn't absorb into my hand. It doesn't absorb into the glove. It kind of just stays on the surface of the glove. You can either wipe it off, or it kind of just dries on the surface. That's the best way I can explain it to you guys. So that's the difference between the two. So where you see me sort of with my spray gun, that's when I'm pretty much working with pigment leather. When you see me sort of going in by hand, I'm usually working with aniline leather. So I'm sure that's not very interesting to you guys, but yeah, welcome to a day in the life of Demi. So that's pretty much what I've been doing all week. It's been interesting. This is December, so we're doing a lot at the moment at the factory. A lot is changing, a lot of work is going on. My team is very, very busy. We're trying to end the year on a good note. It's been a very, very tough year with, with COVID and then the riots. It's been very, very, very stressful. But I'm incredibly grateful that we've not only survived, but we stayed on top of our work, and we've managed to bridge the gaps wherever we could bridge the gaps. And we're ending the year on a positive note. Not a single person on my team has gotten sick. We took very drastic precautions early in the year to ensure that everybody stays healthy. And I'm very, very grateful for the favor that we've enjoyed, because I know many people who did not survive this season, and my hearts go out to them. But I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm very joyful that not a single member of my team got ill. Not a single one of my team got harmed during the riots. Not a single one of my team suffered this period, and that makes me incredibly happy. And I think for me, that's been the silver lining for me during this period. This very, very tough year for everybody. But I think what really makes me happy is that I know that we've ended it and everybody's safe, everybody's happy. We're still able to keep our lights on. We've still been able to pay our salaries. Yeah, it's been tough, but I'm very grateful, very, very grateful for this year. And I think we've learned a lot. Many things are going to change in the new year. But I think for me, the biggest lesson for me this year has been to just be as malleable and as flexible as seemingly possible in everything, in all our endeavors, all the work, all the hard work we put into everything. We should always remember that things might not always go the way we plan, but they go in a positive direction. And I'm very grateful for that. So I've just been kind of thinking about all of these things over this week as I've been sort of working and getting my hands dirty, and just being like, how grateful and how lucky and how blessed have we been to still have work that we can do with our hands, because I know that so many people have lost work. So yeah, it's been quite a year, and I'm happy that we're ending it on a high note. So that's pretty much it, really, for me. It's been an interesting week. I'm hopeful we're going to get quite a lot of deliveries out of the door this week. This is what Monday, right? So by the end of this week, I'm hoping we get quite a few things out of the door. We've got new staff members that have joined us, which is very, very remarkable to me. We've got new people who have come on board who are bringing new insights, fresh ideas, fresh skills. Always grateful for fresh skills. Yeah, so it's can I just say it's been an incredible year for all the reasons you probably wouldn't imagine, but some I've just touched on. It's been an incredible year, and I'm very grateful. So if I'm going to give you guys the tip of the day, is amidst the drama, amidst the uncertainty, even amidst all the loss, because we've lost a lot of things this year. I personally have lost a lot of things this year, things that I never in my life would have imagined I would lose. I've lost a lot of things this year, but I've also gained an incredible amount of things. The self-development has been off the chain. The self-awareness has been off the chain. Hard lessons that have been very painful, but have been very much eye-openers, both personally, professionally, spiritually. It's been quite a roller coaster. So I'll probably say my tip really is just be malleable. Just be willing to glide. There you go, guys.